Hello everyone, it's Nick Tazio back here with another edition of Hamilton Hurricanes player interviews, and we got another quarterback on deck. It is Devin Quammie. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really grateful that you were able to stop by and spend some time with us to tell us a little bit about yourself. So, when did you start playing football, Devin?
I would say grade 9 when I went to start high school at Cathedral.
Was there a reason, maybe something you saw on TV? Do you have like an older sibling that maybe played the game? What was the reason why you wanted to start playing the game of football?
I think it was my brother. Like, he introduced me to football. Like, when I went and like signed up to go to high school, like I seen like the practice and like the early practice. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is a sport you're gonna play." I was like, "Hell no!" I was like 99 pounds, but like I just tried it out and I realized it wasn't that bad.
What position did your brother play, out of curiosity's sake?
He played running back / slot receiver, maybe some defense here and there.
Did you want to be like your brother in terms of positions and all that growing up? Did you want to play the same positions as your brother?
To be honest, I just wanted to play, just like try out like the sport at the same time. But like I've had like so much different abilities. I was just trying to figure out like my part in the game and like understand the game myself.
Right.
But like as the game went on, like I just found myself like playing, like loving the sport of being a quarterback.
So we'll transition to quarterbacking questions now. So you started playing football in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Relatively newer to the game, I presume, than some other guys that have been playing, say, since the age of 5 or 6. What was the moment you realized that you are a quarterback? In other words, when was the moment where you realized you have the arm talent to consistently play quarterback and enjoy it and do it to the best ability that you can?
Well, I always knew, like I heard like the arm strength is just like the mechanics and stuff like that. And like I was more like I had hands, so I wasn't really like wanting to like take on like the plays and stuff like that. But I know like it would have been like for the best team interest and my interest in like having a chance to like actually winning games. So like one practice, like I threw the ball and the coach was like, "Okay, we're gonna try out the quarterback and see how things goes." And I think from there, that's where everything flows. Like we're able to like run more plays. Like the offense had more opportunities and like everything just flowed better with the team.
So, what would you describe yourself as from a quarterback's perspective? Are you dual threat? Do you hang in the pocket? Do you kind of like to scramble and improvise, a little bit of Mahomes action? What would you describe yourself as?
I would say first, like I go through like the reads, like I make my first, second read, and like if it's not there, like my coach said, like 3 seconds, let it go. If I'm not there, I'm taking off. Or if I see like I'm running like a run player option, I see the defense biting, I'm taking off. So normally like I'll pass first, so I'm in the pocket, but if I feel like I'm in there too long, I'm getting pressured, I feel like I can use my ability, use my feet, get out the pocket and scramble.
So you got the arm talent, but you can definitely beat the defense with your legs too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite team?
I would say the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. What's your favorite player?
As of right now, Lamar Jackson, but like overall the team is good. Like the defense is pretty solid, offense is pretty solid. So, yeah.
Is Lamar Jackson one of the guys that you study when you watch tape? Let's say if you're going to sit down and watch some highlights and say, "I'm going to pick out areas for me to get better." What would be the one quarterback where you would sit down and say, "I'm going to put on his highlight tape so that he can help make me better"?
I would say Lamar Jackson and Patty Mahomes, just because I'm still like learning the game and just like reading the defense and tricking them with your eyes. It's just like looking off the defense and throwing it one way. I would say I'll take that out of Patty Mahomes' book. And as far as like Lamar Jackson with the scramble, like being able to scramble and like throw the ball at the same time, give it up his throwing ability, I would say that too.
So last 2 questions here. What does playing football here in Hamilton as a Hurricane, what does this season all mean to you?
First of all, it's like a grateful opportunity. I haven't played football since I graduated high school. I played different sports, so I just been like playing basketball, and I was like, why not give it a try, and for the team to like hit me up and be like, you want to give me an opportunity to come out and play for the team. I was actually grateful and honored, and like I actually love the sport. I was actually like thinking about playing football, but I didn't know where. And look, I found a home at Hamilton Hurricanes, so I'm actually excited to be here.
That's great. That's a great reasoning that's one of the best answers I've had for that question. You really and truly love being here as a Hamilton Hurricane. And this leads me into my last question. So you play quarterback. That is the position that makes everything go. It is the revolving cycle that keeps the wheels going. How do you prepare for a big game mentally? Because we always hear guys talk about preparing physically. How do you get into that right headspace as a quarterback to lead your team to victory in a big game?
I think like first of all, Like I pray, thank God. Like even when you wake up, like normally like without God, like life ain't possible. Like yeah, some people might have their differences, but like the little prayers and stuff like that, just to guide you through a day in life, like that's good. And I always say like pre-game music and just like focus and like lock in. And like I would say I'm used to like the noise and like the whole, so I just try to like when it comes game time, I could like block that out and just focus on the team and like what the task at hand.
You got a pretty solid routine going. That's pretty special, man. Well, that's unfortunately all the time we have left for this edition of Hamilton Hurricanes player interviews. For myself, Nick Tazio, and for Mr. Devin Quammie, cannot wait to see what you do in the gridiron this year. That is all the time we have left. We'll bring you some more. Stay tuned, folks.